Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some new, or at least new to me, ostomy products that are out there on the market. Now this past August was the UOAA conference, that stands for United Ostomy Association of America. Every 2 years they get together in a location, they have a big conference, and during that conference they usually have an exhibit hall. With this exhibit hall they have different vendors that come out, show the different ostomy related products, and I asked on Instagram if anybody was attending, were there products out there that were sparking their interest? And I did get a few responses, not a ton, so I do have some of the products that people mentioned, as well as additional ones that I found either looking through the different vendors from UOAA or just products that were outside of that. Maybe they didn't attend the conference. I did find some new things, and the reason I like to share these videos or share these products in videos is because sometimes all it takes is one product to make a huge difference in your quality of life. I remember first getting my ostomy, not realizing the amount of products like accessory items as well as different brands of bags out there, just sort of feeling stuck with what I was shown in the hospital. And if I had known what was out there, or even what was to come, how much progress was being made, I think I could have found my comfort so much sooner. It took me about 6 months to really find that comfort and get back out there and live life. So if I can help kind of create an awareness for a product that maybe would work really well for you, we can do it in a video, right? So that's what we're doing here today. Now I do have a sponsor for this video, and it's one of my favorites. It's my long-standing favorite, the Stoma cloak here. And I just looked, there's dog fur on this one. It happens. That's what you get for having 4 dogs. But yes, this is my favorite ostomy cover. I know that there are a number of ostomy covers available on the market, but the reason that I fell in love with this one as opposed to a number of different ones that I've tried is the fabric. It doesn't just cloak your stoma, it doesn't cloak your bag. I mean, it does, but in addition to that, the fabric is just incredible at wicking moisture. I love using it when it's hot out and I'm sweating. It helps to eliminate odors. That was really huge. I had some issues with Hollister bags. After a few days, I'd start to notice an odor. I'd put my Stoma cloak on and it would be gone within an hour. I could take the Stoma cloak off and the odor would still be gone. And it's also caught some minor leaks from my flange. It's caught little leaks from holes in the plastic on my bag. Thankfully that doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's really frustrating because that's forward facing. It goes right through my shirt. It's also caught leaks around the ring, and it's so simple to place on. I just put my hand into the bottom of it. It has a nice opening for you to drain your drainable bags, which now I'm starting to use with my new drainable one piece. But yeah, you put your hand in the bottom, bring it out through the ring, and you pull your bag through. And make sure it's nice and flat. Make sure your bag is nice and flat underneath of it. If you use an ostomy belt, it's got little belt loop holes here for you to attach that. No issue. I think it's so soft. It's so discreet. I have found that compared to other ostomy covers, this one lays really flat. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of, I don't want to say floppy, but the fabric is just nice and soft. It's structured. It holds its structure, but it doesn't, it's not like starched, like crisp, you know, which is when I feel like it really shows through your clothing. This one does not. So that's what I have loved about it. And I've been using it for actually a few years now. So highly recommend a Stoma cloak if you're having any issues like moisture from sweat, odors, minor leaks that you're just concerned about reaching your skin or your clothes. This is the guy for you. Okay, guys. Well, check them out at stomacloak.com. One of the cool ostomy accessories that are an option for us ostomates. Let's get into some of the other products here. I think I have 4 or 5, and I'm telling you right now, I have not tried any of them because what I thought I would do is give an initial thought about them, kind of a preview of what I think about the product. So this is not a review, it's just a close-up look. so that if you're interested, you can try them out. So let me see, what do we want to start with? I kind of have a variety of things here. Let's start with the items that I was recommended. So somebody on Instagram recommended a couple of Safe and Simple products. Safe and Simple has been around for a number of years now, but they did have a pamphlet that the person sent me a screenshot of, or a picture of some of their new items. I do believe some ostomy bags were on that. Ostomy bags are so expensive to buy out of pocket, so that's why I'm not showing any of those. But the accessory items are a little bit more affordable, not like crazy affordable. Let me cover my address here. I purchased one of these Safe and Simple items on Amazon, I believe. This one came from Safe and Simple themselves. I went to their website. So we have here Safe and Simple Skin Barrier Sheet Plus, which I believe is an item that they have, but this one now has aloe and zinc oxide. Let me show you the up close look. Here's the box. It is a 4 by 4 inch item, and this comes with 5 of them. Let's open her up. Let me see. I figured I could just open the product with you guys. We get our initial thoughts about it together. Oh, it's very thin. It's very thin. Just looking at it in the package here. And it says see the box for instructions. Let me take a look. So be sure skin is clean and dry. Apply, this is optional, apply Safe and Simple Skin Barrier Wipe. Cut the opening in the skin barrier sheet. So it does not have a like pre-cut hole for you to start to go around your stoma. So you'd have to do that yourself. But that really gives you the options. Say you have a scar you're trying to avoid that's close to your stoma. This motorcycle's being loud. In case you have like a scar or wound that's close to your stoma and you have to kind of offset your bag, this might be a good option to go along with that. Oh, it's very thin. Not what I expected. I expected like a much thicker product. All right, I have a second camera here, so let me show you what it looks like up close. Kind of a beige color. I'm going to peel it a little bit so you can see. Maybe slightly translucent here. Very flexible. I do want to try this under my ostomy because you know what? When I was having all of those skin issues reacting to Coloplast products, I was using barrier rings. The 4-inch ones that are huge, but they're also extremely thick because I found that my skin did not react to that. It created a barrier, of course, between my skin and my flange. But because it was so thick, it made my skin, like I was aware that I was wearing an ostomy bag. That's the nice thing after a while of having your ostomy. For the most part, you don't really feel it. You don't notice it's there. Me just sitting here, I don't feel that I have adhesive on my belly. But with that thick barrier ring, I felt it. Like I knew it was there, and that was frustrating. So this is a nice way to create a barrier, but it's much thinner. I feel like it would be much more flexible with you. Ooh, I really like how that feels. I like that I do these videos not necessarily needing the product currently, but then I have it on hand in case something pops up. So yes, this came with 5 units, so 5 of these little pads. You could even cut this into strips if you wanted to, if you didn't need a whole lot. Maybe you just had one area to protect. I also like having stuff like this on hand too, because you can use it for other things. If you get a cut or whatever, hey, I have medical supplies. I got a whole box, a whole shelving unit really. So I will put the price that I paid and where I got it from on screen here because I don't remember offhand. But I got some of the products from Safe and Simple's website and then some from Amazon. I think because I initially was looking on Amazon just to get it quickly. I did notice that I couldn't find this product from Safe and Simple on Amazon. That's why I got it from their website. So just be aware of that. The other product though that I did get from Safe and Simple was available on Amazon, and this product was also recommended by the person that messaged me. So it just came in a plain Jane packaging. and that is this guy here, the Safe and Simple Silicone Tape. And I believe that they came in a few different sizes. I do believe there was a 2-inch wide version by 15 inches. I figured, let me get the cheaper one, right? Because I don't know how often I really use this. This is the 1-inch roll. So let me show you up close what this looks like. Here's the roll. It did have this little guy over it. So there we go. Take that out. And it looks like it's just a thin, clear, I do believe it's clear, silicone tape. And the person that messaged me said that it didn't stick to their hair, which, you know, they could pull it off and it wasn't painful. Oh yeah, let's show this. Let's not focus on my face camera. Oh, that's nice. Doesn't feel particularly stretchy, but I could see this being a good alternative to, say, like a flange extender. Like this could have been good for me when I was pregnant and I really needed something to extend my flange, although I was doing that after, where I was cutting off the fabric border of my flange because it was really just keeping fluid too much. It was irritating my skin. I was cutting that off and I was putting on flange extenders. This might be maybe a cheaper alternative. I'm trying to think. You'd have to measure the circumference, I guess, of your flange. Sorry, my words are escaping me. You'd have to measure that circumference to see if it would be worth it price-wise. I just know that when I got those flange extenders, I bought them out of pocket, and it was $98 for one box. And it had, I believe, 20 full changes worth for me. So I think it was 4 times 20, that would be 80. I think it had 80 strips. Individual strips. You need 4 per change. So this might be an alternative. The only thing is you'd have to like put it on nicely. You don't want it to be wrinkled. It might not hold up as long. I'm not sure, but definitely something to try because I do believe the price was not awful on this. Again, another product that I could keep on hand for other purposes too, but a good way to protect your skin if you need it. So there's that. This is supposedly new as well. So those are my 2 safe and simple products. I'm glad to have these both on hand. I think that's cool. Okay, so what else do we have? Now, this company here did present at UOAA, and I had not heard of them prior. Skinister Medical Products. Sorry, I've got a hair here. I'm losing my hair finally. Okay, so Skinister Medical Products, they have a medical adhesive remover and a medical adhesive. Now, in my previous video where I showed new products, there was the 10 Aces adhesive, and that one was, I believe, a like aerosol can. So you push it down and it would keep spraying as long as you were pushing it down. It also was a very pointed shot of adhesive. So I definitely recommend if you do get that adhesive, practice a little bit on a paper towel or something just so you know exactly where the adhesive is spraying. It's very sticky and it's very forceful, but I do think it was a really good adhesive. It worked well. I don't use adhesives very often. I did use it when I had a lot of trouble with my skin breaking down and I needed a bag to stick to me. And at that time, I used Skin Tack. I used Skin Tack wipes. So, yeah, we've got a new adhesive remover and an adhesive spray. The thing that I found interesting on their Instagram was that they posted about coverage, about like insurance coverage for these guys. And I guess that sometimes coverage for medical adhesive remover is more available for wipes than it is for sprays. I didn't realize that, but it does seem to make sense because I can't get my company to send me sprays. I have to buy it out of pocket. Now, I use an adhesive remover spray to help remove my bag, and then I use the wipes to really help clean my skin. So I use both. But what they said to get around this coverage issue for your insurance is that they would send dry wipes, so it would count as a wipe through insurance, likely making it more covered, but you still have the spray. So if you want to use it to help peel your bag off, you could do that. I did not receive wipes with these. I will say that. I did not receive dry wipes. I bought the kit of the adhesive and the adhesive remover here, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but I figure we try it. This is just a spray bottle, so let's try the medical adhesive. I think that's a good idea, right? Let's try the medical adhesive on my hand, and then I do have a paper towel here. We'll try the adhesive remover with it to see what it feels like. So yeah, how many ounces? This is a 2 fluid ounce bottle. Again, the price wasn't horrible on it. It says clean and dry surfaces as needed. Apply 1 to 2 light coats of adhesive to device or on skin. Wait several minutes between coats and allow adhesive to fully dry before applying the device to the skin with moderate pressure. Remove with the Skinester Medical Adhesive Remover. If clogged, clean nozzle with remover or alcohol. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Oh, that was kind of a... Okay, that's not what I expected. I thought it would be more of a overall spray than it is. It's more of a, like a shot one, too. Let me show you. I'm going to be very careful. Okay. I don't want to get this on my clothing. See? That was not very, widespread, but maybe that's better because you don't want it to get everywhere. Okay, so it does feel sticky on my hand. I'm going to let it dry for a few minutes here, and then I will show you what it feels like or what it looks like. I'll stick my finger to my hand. We'll see how sticky it is. I think that's what I did with �10 It does feel like it's drying actually pretty quickly. It's only been 20 seconds. Oh yeah, that is drying pretty good. That's quickly. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to bring my hand up close here, block my face, and I'm just going to go like this. See that? I actually think that this may have dried quicker than the �10. I think it may have. Oh, I really got it all over. It's all over my thumb. That's not bad. Okay, well, I'm glad that I have that on hand too now. I actually really like that. Huh, who's this guy? I would definitely, I don't know, actually, would I put it to my skin first? Or would I want to put it on my ostomy? I wish that they did something like not Skinester. I wish they did something like Skin Tack where it came in a wipe version, or even a stick. That could be really helpful, just so you make sure that you're getting it exactly where you want it to be, because if you get it outside of the area, say you're spraying your skin, if you get it outside of the area where your flange sits, it's going to collect dust, it's going to collect particles from your clothing, and it might leave your skin looking a little icky, which I don't love. I want my skin to look good, so, you know, not a big deal. I think you could work around it. So let's try the medical adhesive remover now. It is just a spray. I was not provided wipes, but I do have a paper towel that I will use. I like having the separate ones. I like having wipes and sprays. Let me get close so you guys can see this spray. Okay. That's how I thought the adhesive would come out. See how it was much wider spread? Okay. No. Nope. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. I definitely feel like there's something left there from that. I'm not saying adhesive. I think it did a really great job. Well, no, it's still sticky. Hold on. Let me wipe it again. Give it a real try. Put a lot on there. Okay. A good wipe. It's definitely removing the adhesive. I just think I had to do a second round. Hold on. Okay, get my hand. Yes, it did remove the adhesive. There is absolutely something left on the skin that I think my bag would not stick to. It's not awful. I've had way worse, but you would have to wash your skin, I think, after this. I can feel, yeah, my skin feels like Almost like I put a dusting of powder on my skin. It does not feel like other areas of my skin where I haven't put anything. No odor. Yeah, I would hesitate to use that around my peristomal skin. So just letting you know, maybe it's not bad, because I've had other ones where there is absolutely an oily coating. This, I could just tell there's like, it's softer or something, and I don't think my bag would stick as well to this as it would just plain, dry, clean skin. So I'm just letting you know about that. Okay, so those were those two products. The next one here, this is the box that it came in. I'm actually really excited about this one, and I do plan on trying this myself. Hopefully I'll get time soon. Osto. The Osto, and I believe that they were at the conference, is a device to help, a device, as I was saying, to help you expel air from your bag. Now, I do have a filter on the bag that I'm currently using, but it's a one-piece drainable bag. Some people are able to burp their bags as a one-piece drainable. I'm not very good at that without making a mess. So they make little items like this, I'll show you in a second, that you can attach towards the top of your bag. Basically, you're putting a hole in your bag at the top, but it helps you expel the gas. One example of that is the Osto Easy Vent. That looks like an inner tube blow up thing. You know what I'm talking about? What do you call it? The little nozzle that pops out and you like blow into it, and then you have the little cork that goes into it, piece of plastic. That's what the Osto Easy Vent reminds me of. This looked a little bit different though. So it comes in this little package here. So that's that. And it comes with this cute little pair of scissors. And then of course, instructions here. So it's the Osto Valve System. The Osto Valve System is intended to allow the release of gas from an ostomy bag by pressing the release button on the Osto Valve System. And it does have pretty clear instructions with pictures. I love that. Okay. So I do like that it's very clear. My only concern, okay, this is what I don't love about this. I have a bag with fabric on it. Most bags do. I mean, unless you're using a clear ostomy bag. This is showing that you have to cut off the fabric. So you would essentially have a clear bag. I don't love that. The whole reason you get fabric on your bag is so you don't have to look at your stoma or your output if you don't want that. I mean, I get it. What else would you do? Because this has to stick, I'm assuming, to plastic. You can't stick it to the fabric. Let me show you this picture so you can kind of see what the product is. Okay, so you've got this little vent that you press a button on and it releases the gas. But see how it has to stick to the plastic? Alright, well, I'm all for giving it a try. Let me open this guy. Yeah, okay. So see, let's take a close look at this. This is the valve, the Osto valve. And if I turn it around, you can see that there is a little piece of adhesive that you're going to place on the plastic of your bag. So it would require either a clear plastic bag or you cutting the fabric off. I have not even looked at my one-piece bags to see if I can easily do so, but it appears that you would peel this part off and stick it on there. And you would probably have to create some sort of hole in the plastic. Then it also has this little button here. It looks like it's pretty easy to press down. Whoop. There you go. And that would release the gas. It's got a little spring inside of it, so it springs back up. The other thing that I'm looking at with this would 100% show under clothing if you're wearing a tight shirt. I think that the Osto Easy Vent lays a little bit more low profile, I guess. So anyways, I will give this a try. I just know that it will show under my clothing, and I don't love that I'd have to make my bag clear. But I think if you have a lot of issues with air buildup or gas buildup, This is nice because as opposed to the 𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙀 vent where you have to like undo the little cork and then press the air out, this, I almost wonder if you could just not even pull your shirt up. You could kind of feel where it is, push that button, and very discreetly let the air out, you know? Highly recommend using a deodorizer with this. But I love it. You get a little pair of scissors too. So we'll try that out in the future. But wanted to make you aware. And of course I'll put the website as well as the price on the screen here. I ordered this directly from their website. Came in a nice little box too. And you can follow them at Hello Osto on Instagram. I'm excited about it. There are some downsides to it just for me personally, but for others, that might not be an issue, you know? You might be using a clear bag anyway. You might not really care about that. Maybe you like to wear looser clothing as it is, so there we go. Okay, and the final product that we have here, another item that I ordered directly from the website. I don't believe that they were at UOAA. I might be mistaken about that. But this is the Ostopaques. And I bought the full kit. I did open this just to take a peek, but I did not set it up or anything. So what this is a way to silence your stoma, or at least muffle the noises from your stoma. I have met people that tell me, and I'm like, I find this so hard to believe. I mean, I'm sure it's true, but I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy. I have found people that don't have noisy stomas, and that was one of the first things that scared the heck out of me with mine. I remember sitting in the hospital room with my dad, and we just heard this little, and I'm like, was that my stoma? Was that? And then we heard it again, and we were like, ah, dang, this might be loud. I have a loud stoma. Yeah, it talks. Actually, when I was pregnant, I guess my intestines must have moved in a way that muffled it or just made it so it didn't make as much sound. It was so weird. As soon as I gave birth, we came home and it was immediately loud again. And I'm like, dang it. Anyways, it can be really, I don't know. It's not fun to have your stoma make noise in a quiet room. And I have been there. In high school, I remember shuffling papers at my desk because I could feel my stoma start to make noise. Sorry, I got some groaning dogs over here. I could feel it about to make noise, and I would shuffle my books and papers to try and cover up the sound, and then people wind up staring at me because it's a quiet classroom where people are reading, and I'm, you know. Anyways, it's not fun. It's not fun. Now, I don't have any instructions in here. So there's that. I didn't look super far into this, actually. I just wanted to show the products just by opening the package and looking at them with no knowledge. So it came with this little band that I did have to measure my waist for to make sure that I got the proper size. This looks like it would be right. I think it's the small one. And then it comes with these little what appear to be foam discs, and I believe that these adhere onto your ostomy bag. I checked out their Instagram briefly, and I saw that with certain bags with the fabric that's a little bit more like my old Convatec bags, these are apparently really sticky and can tear that fabric apart, so they started sending something to help with that. But yeah, I believe that these little foam discs adhere directly to your ostomy bag. Let me show you up close here. Can I do this? My camera really wants to focus on my face. Yeah, so see, and this one, the small one, appears a bit thicker than the big one. Huh, interesting. So I don't know, it didn't come with instructions. Maybe use both. It has 3 packs of these. 1 large and 1 small in each Ziploc baggie here, and then this. So where's my phone? Hold on. Let me pull up their Instagram. I hear a baby crying, so I'm texting Zach to check on her really quick. Okay, so let me pull up their Instagram really quick, and I want to see what this looks like. I have my camera up on my phone. Okay. I don't see any. Okay. Let me go to their website really quick because I don't see any videos that actually show how it works. Okay, so in the video, they actually show using both discs. So you put the smaller one on first over your stoma, adhering it to the bag, and then you take the larger one, put it over that, and then the band, I guess, helps keep it close to your stoma, because that's exactly what I do. I put my hand over my stoma when I feel like it's going to make some noise, and it kind of helps to muffle it. So this just does it without having to use your hands. Now they do say that you can peel these off of your bag and re-stick. I don't see that necessarily working out. I feel like these would maybe not be as sticky, although they say that the adhesive is really sticky, so let's check that out. Let's just check out the adhesive here. It is quite sticky. But again, I do think that that adhesive would really break down over time. I don't know how often you'd be able to reuse these, but I do believe you can buy more of these on the site without the band, so there is that. I'm excited to give this a try. This, I feel like, adds another element where I can picture dog fur like getting stuck around the edges on my bag. So I'm just bringing up the things that are coming to mind. It's not to say that it's not going to work, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll have to do another video where we try this stuff out. Anyways, Nova is crying, so I have to wrap this video up here. But yes, thank you to Stoma Cloak for sponsoring this video. I highly recommend that you check them out, as well as check out all of these other awesome products. I think that some people may find them super helpful, others may think, I don't need that. It's up to you guys to see if maybe it'll work with your lifestyle. I think they're really cool though. I love that so many more options are becoming available for us ostomates, so we can kind of pick and choose what we think might be best for us. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel, like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.